And worth picking up, Lisa, on what you're saying about the hybrid pitch. We should explain what that means. In Australia, people are familiar with drop-in pitches, which is still turf pitches. Well, these are turf pitches, but the pitch has almost been knitted, stitched with plastic yarn, which just helps to hold the grass together. So it's really about the durability of the pitches. And a lot of games will be being played on this pitch over the next 3 days. Advancing. Shouts of catch it, just wide with extra cover. 4 more for Smriti Mandana.
Getting her timing just right. Maybe the pace of the pitch is a little bit too paced, so just managed to open up her wrists and find that gap, but it was close.
Bit of width and around the wicket, juggled. Rachel Haynes on the edge of the circle to take more than 100 T20 international wickets.
Yeah, that's leg. You can see again Mandana just advancing. Rachel Haynes, one of the best fielders within the Australian unit, always is in that point region. Just couldn't quite drag it back down.
Facing up. Trying a bit of movement there. He can shoot. Excellent exposure.
Megan Shute, always known to take the ball back into the right-handers, always prodigious with her.
Star all-rounder over many, many years. Single off the last ball of the over. 2 gone. Lofted. Wonderfully played. Smriti Mandana says, hello, spin. I'll take you on.
Smriti Mandana has had against the Australians in the past as well. She doesn't mind the ball being tossed up, and the fact that mid-on and mid-off are up, the ball is in her area. She is going to go over the top quite easily. So no doubt Ash Gardner will botch.
The real eagerness to be using her feet to get to the circle. We're in the first 6 overs. That's the power play in T20 cricket. It means that only 6 on the ground. Just the one.
Those overs, so she's had to redevelop herself.
The national debuts, but also feeling very comfortable in the side. Skewed away, leading edge, looking to work that into the leg side.
Shafali Verma was trying to go with the spin and work it to the leg side, just held its line a little bit. And luckily for her, it did.
Following cricket, we'll be wondering how Barbados quite fits in. Heaved away. 1 bounce 4.
Is on today. Couple of drives that were uppish. This one beautifully played. Just a little bit short of a length. She rocks back. And you get a sense that the pace of the pitch is not quick enough because of where she actually hit that. That was winners as well.
Down the ground this time. Class from Mandana.
You normally expect this from Shafali Verma, but Smriti Mandana has gone, no, I've faced the most deliveries. I've gotten used to the pitch conditions. I'm going to attack and put pressure straight back onto the Australian.
Edged and gone. There is the wicket.
Well, you just don't expect this given what we've seen Smriti Mandana. Wide delivery, slashed at it, actually moved away off the seam. That's probably what got the edge.
Slip in place here for the new batter. Width again, almost going for the same approach. Inviting the batter to chase. Here is the wicket then. Width on offer. Slash by Mandana. Alyssa Healy delighted to.
That's one thing that Darcy Brown has in her armoury, that ability to just bend the back a little bit more. Rehab. She's certainly the quickest out there.
She didn't hit that cleanly. A little lucky to get away with it.
Just a change in speed there. Previous delivery was 120, this one was 112, and you can see that Yastika Bhatia played it well in advance.
Ash Gardner continuing with her off spin. Good use of the feet, thumping. Back down the ground for 4. Not much that could be done.
This is what Shefali Verma does. She's quite happy to face the spinners. And I'm surprised that they've gone with Ash Gardner, given that they've already picked up a wicket. She doesn't like the short delivery.
100 matches are staged here. Be able to sneak a single. Shefali Verma in the 100, playing for Birmingham Phoenix, average just a shade under 40. Strike
as well as she would have liked. Those numbers show as she was when she first burst on. On her way.
A well executed reverse. Unfortunately for Barbados, they didn't win.
Yeah, they're all heading to the village.
Catch it! Shout of catch it, squeezing it past Darcy Brown.
The matchups aren't very good in terms of Megan Shute and Shefali Verma. She has in the past really enjoyed taking her on, although yeah, I guess I kind of recall.
Neatly worked into the gap. It's a single off, what is it? Oh! Now, was there any bat in this?
Lana King does so well. Well, stump to stump. Faintest of edges. Just worked it nicely, came on the inside line.
Yastika off the mark. It's taken her 7 balls to score her first run. It's not ideal in T20. We want to be putting off that bigger picture is really important. Real intent being shown by Verma here. I'm not sure whether either of these teams actually made it to the opening ceremony, did they? It's a little bit, always a bit.
Games, surely we can. But Bisma Maroof, the captain of the Pakistan side, she was the flag bearer. Chamari Atapatu was the...
That'll be safe. Beth Mooney, right-handed Verma. Nicely lofted over the top. Protection there. Right, Natalie Germanos is with us. Nat, what have you got?
Well, we're having a look at Smriti Mandana and her contact points and how she used her feet. And this is exactly what you want from an opening batter, to try and take advantage of the power play. Not scared to go over the top. She really showed it well today. But then got caught on the crease with that dismissal.
Well, that's found the gap. Really well executed by Yastika.
Yeah, the slog sweep employed. It was pitched up there by Jess Jonathan, and a nice big gap over mid-wicket, inviting her for that. Jess Jonathan actually was a little bit late over to Ireland, where Australia were playing a trick up where she left off.
The way that she was after the way her innings had started. It has gone high. Should be taken. Oh, that's a bad miss. It's Meg Lanning, the captain.
It gave Meg Lanning actually plenty of time to go for the catch. And you heard Elisa Healy shouting out Meg. And right at the last minute, Meg pulled out. Not sure if she thought Beth Mooney was coming in, but she will be very disappointed. Maybe someone else said something, because she just pulled out.
A bit more pace, lofted away. No stopping that.
Yes, their ability just to use their wrists so well. The amount of power they can derive out of the ball. Not much of a follow through. The wrist just snapping through the ball. And it rocketed off the bat.
Full toss. Got the treatment. Not even Mooney could cut it off on the boundary. Put the dive in. Oh! That was a genuine edge. And Healy standing up to the medium pacer, couldn't take it. And it's much harder if there is an edge.
Yeah, went in and out of the gloves. Unfortunately, they either stick or they don't. Just probably got the right.
Catch it!
Safe again. Not much going Australia's way at the moment. There's been a few false shots, some missed opportunities. Shafali Verma, India.
So Rachel Haynes there getting close to the boundary. Manages to stop the ball nicely before she goes over the rope.
Yeah, crucially, she wasn't in contact. We've actually had to have removed the stump out of the ground. And I don't know whether you picked up on the microphone. We certainly did as a big replayed on the big screen. Alyssa Healy saying, oh, it's just making me feel really good watching that over and over. But here we are. Wrong hand, then went with the left hand. Didn't actually make contact, but she knew immediately that Sue Redfern to double check all of that. There was a lot happening. And when it all happens that fast, that's why you've got the TV umpire to refer to.
Yeah, you can see the ball just in the left hand, and then she actually misses it. Catch.
Oh, run out chance. The batter's slipped over, and that is a simple run out.
Yeah, sometimes batters actually have half spikes, and it looks like that might be the case for Yastika Bhatia. So the spikes weren't there. She put the brakes on, she slipped, and then it's always a long way to go back. Miscommunication, whether
really delicately played. Yes, it's a full toss, but she knew that there's no protection down there.
Well, miscommunication to start with. Yastika Bhatia thought there was a single. She took off. Shafali Verma said no. Slips, falls, and there was no chance for her to make it back. Grace Harris affecting the run out. A lot of questions about World Cup, whether she was in form. So the fact that, you know, she's
been placed on the edge of the circle here. Indeed. Stroking out into the... Seven runs off the over now, going well.
It's a couple of balls down the legs.
Been a really good start from India. Nicely maneuvered by Harmanpreet Kaur. And just helped that.
Want the communication. Harmanpreet has been in fantastic form. You may have heard Lisa Sthalekar speaking about her form against Sri Lanka. Made some room for herself by coming across the stumps. A really good bit of work by Megan Shute.
Short delivery, but well played by Harmanpreet Kaur.
Yeah, I just want to have a little look at this and make sure she's not touching the boundary rope. From that, it looked like she had done pretty well. The only question is whether or not when she was touching the ball, there was her foot touching the boundary rope. It didn't look like it had moved at all. A really good bit of work done by Megan Shute. Just there looks like there would be space between the boot and the triangles. Got down quickly. Just getting a little fingertip to it, and it's enough. Australia very good in the field. Somehow she's managed to get that down towards the fine leg boundary.
I think that's a nutmeg. Very well played.
She's very strong down the ground. She hasn't quite timed it as much as she would have liked, but it's enough. That's the power of Shafali Verma.
Just steps back and gives herself some room. And of course, mid on, mid off, up, so gets 4 runs.
Yeah, clever batting. Is it just out of the reach of Mooney? It is. She pulled off some screamers at the World Cup. This time it's out of...
Yeah, just pulled this delivery, got big on her. Good diving effort.
Hit Grace, hit Grace.
Just out of her reach. She pulled off some brilliant catches at the World Cup. Very strong on the slog sweep is Harmanpreet Kaur. Is that enough from Talia McGrath?
Yeah. Almost a slug sweep from Harmanpreet. And a good diving save.
An appeal and a...
Well, this was that wicket a couple balls before.
Gracie.
Just got a faint edge from her glove. And Shafali.
Yeah, good take. Not getting the one down leg side. This wishes to the Indian team. Sachin Tendulkar tweeted a little bit earlier about saying it was so wonderful to see cricket back at the Commonwealth Games. So also,
Oh my word.
not sure if she picked up the pace of.
They just seem to have gone through a bit too early.
Oh my word.
Second time lucky, which she was trying to do.
I like how she got into position pretty early.
Nice move.
The call was
great
2.
moving.
Jemima Rodriguez said straight away, look for 2. Got to put Australia under pressure in the field as much as leg side.
Get it, Ash. Well done.
That's good from Ash Gardner. Good wing again
Get in.
from the Birmingham end.
Straight line, Kingy.
She's such an Nick. Wonderful stroke. Not trying to overhit it, just looking for the gap. Brilliant.
For India.
This is where India can be really dangerous. They're pretty quick on the sweeps, and they score a lot of runs from it. Running between the wickets, though, has got to be good. The communication's got to be good.
So this gives their bowlers an opportunity and runs to defend.
Big appeal, very confident. Down at long on.
Oh.
She knows that Harmanpreet Kaur loves that shot, and that's why they tried that. That's into the gap, and on this outfield, it'll race away. That's actually really clever. Yes, it may have been in.
Catch!
It skidded off the turf. Ended up with a bit of a misfield. Harris. Trying to work it to the leg side.
Hold on, Mick.
She recovered well in that over.
Catch it!
Gone. I have to imagine she'd have work to do with the ball later as well.
Right leg's right.
And this time,
Yes, Jono, great hit.
Jemima Rodriguez not quite getting to the pitch of it.
Catch it. Yes.
Oh. We've got quite a long batting lineup, India as well. We know that Australia have got a good one. India's to have a bat first. And now at this stage, when you're looking to accelerate, you've got to... Sachin Tendulkar spoke about taking it to new audiences. I wonder if that's what he meant.
No!
That's a break. Pierce the gap. Harmanpreet.
Oh.
And she'll keep going to leg. Any opportunity, Harmanpreet Kaur will keep going to the leg side.
Just keeping it down as well.
Lofted. Mooney diving. And this time around, not sticking.
Four drop catches and 5 missed opportunities.
4. Top edge. This is just what Australia were hoping for, but it's going to find a vacant area just behind Squee on the leg side. They were looking for... Oh, she made a lot of room. She'll still go to her favoured leg side. One back. She'll still go to leg side, Harmanpreet Kaur. Diol in on the charge as well. Excellent batting, so clever, opening up that.
Catch it!
Gone. Done that.
Down.
And she's keeping it tight.
Well, this has been exceptional from Jess Jonathan in 4 for 16 thus far.
Get him.
What a connection from Harmanpreet Kaur. Just chipped in the air and more than safe. Megan Shute really jumped wide of the crease on that occasion, but Harmanpreet Kaur still able to take it to the leg side and
Oh, Mick.
got her around the legs. Megna in for the last ball. And she's obviously decided to go for it.
Wait.
India wants to be really...
Edged out.
She's in front of the wicket. Width, and Lanning likes it there. Good piece of fielding. Had some ground to make up on that cover boundary. But Australia have got themselves off the mark. Played with some authority. Going back for 2. A number of those opportunities. Missed catching chances. A missed stumping. Good neat fielding to end the over. Commonwealth Games. Never played in this format for India before. Carved away. One fielder there, can't stop it. And again, this time, square enough to be cut off. Jemima Rodriguez in the field. Little tickle. That'll be 4. There's a call for 2 again. Doesn't all have to be bish bash bosh, does it, in t20? Haven't seen too many of those. Advancing and making that late adjustment. Steer that ball away. And another 2 means it has been a productive. Thakur continuing. Carved away! It carried! India believe it carried! And it's a... Off the mark.
Yeah, she has been in some really good form, Natalia McGrath, but this was Meg Lanning's dismissal. That fielder placed in position. Because there's a backward point and there's a short forward point. Ball into your plan.
Well, there's some width and presence by... Oh, she's gone! It's a 3rd for Thakur!
Now to these games, India. Thakur has been exceptional. Bet Mooney plays on.
Haynes, 35, is one of those senior players. Quad. Tossed up, finding the gap, McGrath. That is a wonderful stroke. Safety all the way along the ground. 31 years old. Was part of the India team at the 2017 World Cup, but that is another 5. Well bowled by... She's scored, but Deepti Sharma now in a catching position. Short extra cover. Good ball. Well, they're running. Game. Gone! It's another, and it's 4 for Thakur. The dream Commonwealth Games start for her.
She's picked up 4 Australian wickets. Just look at this delivery. Pitched on a good length. Swung into the right hand.
We've got a fielder in at gully as well. But that's well struck by Ash Gardner. A fine way to get off the mark. Wonderful ball. And again to go. Actual ready. Enjoying what they're seeing if they're supporting India.
Since it's an
Yarns holding the grass together. There's some width on offer and a gap through the offside. Enables a single to be taken over the course of this next 10 days or so. Width on offer. It's difficult to know really how Australia... It's just 3 runs off that over.
To Thakur. Easily taken and slip. And again, that point feel played on Bet Mooney. And Talia McGrath, brilliant.
When you're rocking through the wickets like she is, chance to inflict some more damage. Good tight. They did have a pretty bad day that day against New Zealand when they were 9 for 4 inside the first 5 overs.
Here. Because Australia's got batting depth.
Is getting ready to come in. She's ready if needed, whenever needed. Well outside the line. Try and paddle past. Sliced away over the top of backward points. Haynes will pick up 2. Cause spell. Tried something a little different. Back of the length. Misfield, just the...
Yeah.
He's looking to manufacture something here to the slow pace of Deepti Sharma. Here's coming back for a second, gonna have to be tight. Safe.
Okay, bet's grounded. Just roll it back and just roll it through again. Yep, bet's grounded over the line and roll it through. Thank you, I've seen enough there for my decision.
Well, that just shows the difference that a direct hit can make, because
Yeah, just any width given.
happy affair for their fans. Finding the boundary. Got away with that. Deepti Sharma, the full toss. Just the one plus point for Australia at the moment as they pace off a slower ball, waiting for it. Mariada then into the attack, took the catch. Big shot here from Grace Harris, easily over the head of the fielder.
Any bowling. Good use of the feet as well.
Trouble here.
But it's an uphill tap.
The width. 9 runs coming from the over. This is what Australia need. Are they
Going to be enough. It was very wide, and she's pounced on that quickly.
Cricket.
Better luck going away now as well. Gone onto the back foot. And manages to get... As you said, she's always smiling. Even then, she was smiling.
Make everyone laugh. But
been a lot of work to do for the boundary
for us as well. Is out there.
Well, that's a good choice from Harris, coming down the track and smash. Too short. Way too short from Radiyadov. She's battling at the moment, but Harris isn't.
Right across. And for those that would like to know,
Fielding's got to be good at this stage as well. It's good from Mandana.
do as well.
The length was key there for Gardner. Too short.
It's also a known fact against Ash Gardner, who has had trouble with the chase.
Hasn't quite got this. Has Harmanpreet called? Yes, she does. Just when it was. It's not where she wants to bowl, but she's been saved by a fielder in Deepti Sharma.
See, from a bowling perspective, because she's been
Trying to open up that leg side as she moved well. She's tried a few times to take it to the leg side in this over. On a King. And she
surprised.
This is not much time to react. Yeah, it might have been straight to Just fallen short. The King will desperately want to get Gardner back on.
Get to the last over. I wonder if Gardner and King are... That's clever. Clever.
That's good. Knowing the field is up on the offside, it's an excellent option. It's pretty well played by King, but it does mean she'll be on strike for the start of the next. Flying away over the top. Couple of runs, handy. Taking a risk, knowing Australia need it, and unlucky in the end. This is what can happen at the back end of an innings when batters are swinging and really catching up with the rate here. Change of pace. Good awareness between the batters. It just brought the fielder up on the offside, and Ash Gardner has said that. Got to be careful there. She had a mighty swing at that. Makes good contact, and it's enough. Australia are starting.
The interim head coach.
She's really starting to grow in confidence. Brilliant. This is superb batting. What a display.
I'm interested about this. To that.
I think Gardner with an excellent innings will pick up. Now, just a couple of runs required for Australia to kick. That'll be one and two. In the end, it'll hit the boundary rope. And Australia prevent history from repeating itself. They lost in the opening game in India, making 154 for 8. Top score of 52 from the captain, Harmanpreet Kaur. Jess Jonathan picked up 4 for 22. Don't forget about her brilliant contribution. But in the end, Ash Gardner leading Australia home with an over to spare and 3 wickets in hand.